Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molog Ball's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City. Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder of it all.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity. I think in this case, that's exactly what we need. We've been waiting for you, Planewalker. You may refer to me as the Groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care. The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Cold Harbor. It just needs life to return it to glory. It could be. There is no safer place in Cold Harbor, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please walk with me. Let me show you why this city will serve your needs. Watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets, and with a bit of magic, I can reveal it to you. Now come, let us walk. Long ago, this city existed in Nern. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name. Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within. As fortune would have it, the Ayleid King Lalorian Dainar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid King was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nern. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts. Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has finally arrived. The great mage, Vana Scalarian, the Ayleid King, and you, our last best hope. You must gather your allies and bring them here. This city shall serve you well against Molag Bal. Know that every choice you make in Cold Harbor will have an effect on the Hollow City. It shall be reborn with every person you save, forged into a weapon by your own hands. I am your advisor. We both wish to stop Molag Bal's machinations. I offer you what help I can. The Hollow City awaits you and your allies. Use it wisely, and it shall not fail you. You must gather those who were lost. King Dinar and Vanus Galarian have vital roles to play, and they must be at your side. Rescue your missing companions. Return the Hollow City to its former glory, and we can begin the assault on Molag Bal. You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course, but they are as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies current and soon to be, all have important parts to play in this endeavor. As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for those you trust and who would be willing to join us here. Go west, beyond the Moonless Walk. There you shall find the Ayleid King, held within a tower of darkness. Vanus the Mage is somewhere in the Eastern Plain. His exact location is hidden from me. I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid King, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free King Dinar, you must recover the lights of Meridia. The lights have the power to unlock his prison of darkness. Originally, the lights were a gift from Meridia, power that protected the city and made life easier for its inhabitants. When she pushed the city into Cold Harbor, she filled the lights with even more of her divine power. King Dinar is trapped within a tower of darkness, bound by shadows and dark magic. Meridia's lights can unravel those bonds. Without them, you won't be able to set the Ayleid King free. As you no doubt noticed, Molag Bal's realm has its own defenses. Things that teleport onto this plane tend to get scattered, as were your allies, as were the lights. They could be anywhere, but most likely, they are guarded by Molag Bal's forces. Rumors only, I'm afraid. I have heard tales of a strange prison to the northwest. A tower that is not a tower, that guards one of the lights. And others whisper of a vile laboratory to the southeast that distorts the purity of Meridia's light.
Life is hard, and sometimes it tusks you where the sun never shines, but don't worry. Tomorrow will be worse.
Homeless? What a shame. Even lowly scamps can find a dark hole to hide in.
Don't have many ingredients to work with here in Cold Harbor. Ones that won't kill you, I mean. But you're welcome to look over what I've got.
A secure vault makes for a confident heart.
Welcome to the Shining Star, my friend. You won't find a more warm and inviting place in all of Cold Harbor. There's a small number of us, and we've learned to work well together. Plus, the groundskeeper does her best to make sure we have fresh food and water. Even that strange fellow Cadwell comes by once in a while with supplies. Friendly sort. Thinks he's a knight or something. He's a bit crazy, but otherwise he's mostly harmless. Mostly.
Welcome, friend. I come from a long line of master brewers, and I guarantee that my beverages are the best you'll ever drink in this horrid land. Of course I know the groundskeeper. We're like peas in a pod. We'd all be lost without her. Well, to be honest, not very much. She must have been in the city when we were transported here, but I don't remember seeing her before that. But don't worry, she helps us a lot. Without her, I don't think we'd have survived as long as we have.
I really miss my loot, Falar. Not much. At least not much that I know of. I was a captive in a place called the Grotto of Depravity, a cave to the southwest of here. I escaped, but I wasn't able to retrieve my prized loot, Falar. I feel so lost without it.
The injustice of it all.
This one hopes the Hollow City finds you well, undaunted. Meridia's wayward township is many things, but it's never dull, especially for an undaunted. This one is called Tubadan, the most dauntless of the undaunted. The main of Meridia's banished city, they call him. An honor this must be for you. So, how about it? Would you like to buy a drink for this Khajiit? Your generosity is 5 clawed, my friend. Listen, everyone. That one bought this one a drink. This calls for a song.
You asked for a drink? Tubadan, you're dead. What a waste of coin.
You're an idiot, Tubadan.
Silence, both of you. That one bought Khajiit a drink.
So now you're going to sing.
No. Khajiit is most undaunted here. You will sing.
What? No!
And you will sing, Saba.
Go play in the Vaults of Madness, Tubadan.
All are staying in this tavern until you sing. So sing, fools!
Who knows no fear of beast or blade?
Undaunted! Undaunted!
Yes! Yes!
Who knows no fear of Daedric Plains?
Tell me! Tell me who!
We are undaunted! Who knows no fear of death of age?
Louder! By the bright moons! Louder!
Undaunted! Undaunted!
We are undaunted!
That's the stuff!
Someone pass a sword through my face.
It wouldn't kill you.
welcome to the Hollow City Undaunted. I'm sure you found that, like Cold Harbor itself, there's plenty here to test yourself against. I don't think I'm your typical spirit, but I'm as dead as a tree in Apocrypha. Though you don't have to be alive to be an Undaunted, especially in Cold Harbor. I've seen Daedra torture and flay the dead as easily as they do the living. Don't know. No Daedra's been able to claim my second life.
Plenty for an Undaunted to see and to do in Cold Harbor, my friend. As long as you like walking headlong into danger. There are creatures here that can slay even the dead. Let me know if you want to barter for some arms and armor. You'll need them. Name's Saba. Saba the Bone Crusher. Good to see a fellow Undaunted. And a live one at that. I'm glad the extended family's still recruiting new members. There's not much I can do. Can't move on from this plane. And being dead, I can't return to Tamriel. At least there are Daedra to match blades with. I don't care much for that story. Ask Tubodon if you must.
I appreciate the drink. Helps keep the anxieties under control in the depths of a dungeon. This one believes that you are never truly alive unless you are stumbling through a trap or matching wits with a Daedra. So go. Be alive. Oh, everything. Everything. These Khajiit's friends will tell you that they fear nothing. A powerful trait. But this one is greater than they. Because this one fears everything. To be undaunted is to be brave. And most will tell you different. But true bravery does not exist without fear. What does the fearless Khajiit risk? Nothing. And those with nothing to risk have no passion to gain. When I go to the stream to wash my linens, a sudden storm could spirit me away. See the sword on my back could take my head when I sheathe it. A Daedra wants to talk. Their words literally cut like blades. But I live my afterlife just the same. This one and his undaunted friends were very busy in life. Always delving into ancient dungeons, raiding a mad mage's home, or bursting out of a necromancer's coffins to terrify and then behead him. Those were exciting times. Long story. This Khajiit and his Undaunted kicked down many doors in our careers. Kicking down doors often reveals great treasure, or forgotten places. But sometimes, it reveals an angry wizard who removes your soul and stores it away. Yes, centuries ago. I think, hard to recall. He took our souls, put them in a contraption. It must have broken, because one day, this one and his Undaunted were freed. The wizard, long dead, and this city had wandered far from where it was. My friend, simply walking the crumbling earth of Cold Harbor is proof enough of courage, and surviving a testament to strength. Though, I suppose, there is one place more threatening and horrifying than most. save for the throne of brutality itself. The Daedra call it the Vaults of Madness. It is the home of a demigod known as the Mad Architect. This one thinks he's Daedric, others a mere mortal with frightening magical abilities. This one has long dreamed of raiding his coffers. He builds for the Daedric princes, black spire castles, bleeding towers of flesh, buildings as grotesque as they are instruments of torture, and the vaults are his vilest creation. They are a true test for an Undaunted.
If you're looking for something to eat, just give me a moment. I'm not used to these crowds. I prefer the term chef. I like to think that my carefully prepared meals make life a little bit brighter in this dismal realm.